All right. Seems like we are live. Just waiting a few seconds. Welcome in, Smack. Just waiting a few seconds until we will start. And just catching a drink really quick. All right. Little bit short on time today. So, Smack. People will just keep joining in as usual. Just for your info, if you have any questions, just be sure to drop them in. Either you can talk on the voice with me, or you can just type them in here as usual. And then I would say we could start with this little fund armor. Just give me a second. All right. I guess this should be a lot better to see now. Let's do it like this. Yes, this is a lot better. Perfect. Harish, how are you doing, Harish? I hope everything is fine. It seems all right. Hi, Skipper. Yes. How are you doing? You're good. Yes, that's nice to hear. Perfect to hear, right? All right. So let's take a look. Everything is running. Seems perfect. All right. So then, I guess we will just dig into it because, as I said, for the people who are not aware, in Germany, today is like, how do you call it? Let me. Just let me see. Yeah, all right. Like a holiday day today in Germany. So my family is over at my place, but doesn't stop me from taking a fund armor, right? Hope you're enjoying BD Capital as full-time. Not 100% full-time yet. I did quit my job, but I'm still in, so this how do you call it, time to notice is still until the 30th of June. So until this, I'm like part-time working in my day job, right? I'm not actively working because this doesn't make sense in my job at all. But basically, yeah, part-time still, right? Just saying goodbye to my clients and all of that stuff. But really looking forward to actually drop out completely, right? All right. Welcome Dan, welcome Connor. How are you doing? How are you doing? So if you missed yesterday we had Brad over from Shibonk. Was talking a little bit with us about Shibonk itself. Today I wanted initially to schedule a AMA with Rome, but we will have this most likely next week. It was just too short to actually schedule everything with Rome. But then again, we will have this next week. Rome is, for the people who are not aware, if you go through our pinned messages, the seed group, which is currently open. So basically everyone from our community can join in the seed round. Seed round, or basically Rome itself, is a token which is tied to a real company, setting up, yeah, you could say this tiny homes, which are basically working as smart homes. They are doing this on a subscription base, and a pretty nice concept there, can tell you. Then again, fund might be interested in an investment there. So we will have the people of Legacy Capital, because Legacy Capital is actually running the token for them. We will have them over most likely next week. I guess Jerry or Brian or Justin will join us in. And tell us a little bit about Rome there, because it is very, very interesting. But for today, as usual, just giving a little update here. So for the fund, one thing to say, right? Don't miss this fact. There is still missing our Matic Invest, our Algorand Invest, and our Moonrock Invest. So quite a lot of money is missing right now in the display. This is simply due to the fact that Matic Algorand devs need to add them manually. I cannot add them because they do not have like this contracts, right? Which I can track, but it's an actual like coin we need to set up the tracking manually for. But this should also be here very soon. Also quick, because we are already talking about dev things, right? And just a little quick insight there, our, let's say, website dev Simplify, he told us the much needed dark theme will come, and also translation in different languages. We are right now working with different translators here to translate the website in different languages, right? To make it easier for people which are not native speakers in English. Because even in Germany, some people already told us, hey, we need the website in German because, yeah, I'm having a hard time to understand everything there. So basically, yes, translating everything, right? Making it accessible for everyone out there. Then something else we need to quickly take a look at. Be sure to also check out our giveaway. We have the permission of MetaRafi to actually use the logo and everything on the giveaway poster, which is basically consisting of 2 properties on the metaverse, which we give away, right? Just randomly in a random raffle. Basically, everyone is able to qualify for this giveaway. Just be sure to check this out, because then again, MetaRafi, or let's say the property of the MetaRafi metaverse, is on the list for a possible fund investment. So this will be definitely on the poll, on the upcoming poll, once we finished all the AMAs, right? For example, with Rome. Also looking, maybe we can get some more dev teams in next week, which would be amazing. So let's see if we are able to schedule it. Would be nice to have a very, very busy week next week. Okay, so this for the giveaway. Here, MB, how are you doing? Welcome in. Novalen, welcome in. How are you doing? All right. So let's take.
Hey, Paul.
There he is. How are you doing, MB?
Getting yourself, man. I just thought I'd drop in and say what's happening.
Yeah, nice. Now we are having this. How do you call it? This holiday day. The translator told me, right? Um, it's a basically everyone in Germany has holiday today. So
Right.
family is over, just having dinner. But right now, Fundama is
That's
more
cool.
important than dinner, right?
Yeah, exactly. But it's Easter. It's Easter weekend this side as well. So
Yes, exactly.
Monday's, yeah, Easter. It's Good Friday we call it, and then Easter Monday on Monday. So those are the days.
Yeah,
So
definitely.
Monday's a holiday for us.
Just some holidays here, which is nice, right? Do you also have
It's,
holidays there in SA?
yeah, we've got quite a few. We've got, I think we've got about 12 or 14 public holidays every year, and the people take full advantage of it. I can tell you that much for free. Yeah, so when they have their holidays, they just they just go crazy.
Yeah, that's true. But it's normal for the people to take full advantage, right, of holidays. Which is basically also a
Absolutely,
nice thing.
exactly. On your side, you got holidays. Is it today only, or is it Monday as well?
Monday as well. Today and Monday. Pretty
Okay,
pretty
same.
nice, right?
Yeah, exactly. I'm in the wrong place. I'm telling you. We have only got Monday. as an option.
You also need Friday, I can tell you.
Yeah, we need it. Yeah, telling you I'm in the wrong country, man. Wrong country.
Yeah, definitely, definitely. Come to Germany. You have 30 days of vacation from your job. Most likely, sometimes it's only like 25 days of paid holiday, which you will receive. Every sick day you have is also paid. So, yeah,
Wow.
yeah, and you have no limitation on the sick days, right? So, this is basically
Yeah.
very nice in Germany.
Jeez. Okay. Well, like I said, well, if banks just needs to move along, and then I can do it.
Yeah, definitely. We need this, right? For you to be
Yeah.
able to move.
Absolutely, man. Absolutely. Come on, people. You guys need to buy. You need to get this chart up so I can move to Germany.
Oh, here Connor says he's still hard at work in grand old US of A. Connor, also your workday will end in some hours, I guess.
He's chasing the American dream, man.
Definitely. Connor is a very busy guy. I like this. I like this. 5 hours. Wow. Okay, all right. This is still some time to go. Germany, it's like 9 p.m. already. So,
Yeah. Same
yeah.
here. Same time. Same here. It's 11 past 9 right now. Same time.
Yeah, but basically we're sitting on the same time zone, right?
Yeah. Just when you get, I think when it goes to winter or whatever, you guys you move an hour ahead for daylight savings time. We don't have daylight savings time.
All right. So only we have daylight saving.
Yeah, everything is northern hemisphere, above the equator. All the southern hemisphere countries, we don't have daylight savings because we've got. It's just normal. You have the sun goes down sort of 1 hour late or 2 hours later. But I know northern hemisphere because I worked remember in the UK and Europe for 2 years, a long time ago. And I remember they used to always adjust the clocks by 1 hour just to get advantage of the daylight.
Yeah, exactly, exactly. It's always the daylight saving here in Europe.
Yeah, yeah.
Harish, you see there? That's why we have the AMAs, right? Because I totally forgot to send out the giveaway from the airdrop. Jesus Christ, sorry for that. I will do it right after the AMA. Just too much stuff going on, but then now the winners will receive the oh god. All right. Yes, you see, Harish, you need to join the AMA so you can remind me of everything. Thank you,
Yeah, but
Harish.
there's too much stuff going on, man. Seriously.
Yeah, well, way too
Ugh.
much, way too much. But it was nice, right? Looking forward,
Yeah.
maybe we able to schedule some more AMAs with other devs next week. Um, for like possible fund investments. But you're no, no, Harish, not. All right, now I will handle this right after dinner when it's finished, after the AMA. Um, all right, so let's just dig into our fund AMA for today, right? I started off already. Know some people joined in, talked to the dev to Vimal today. They are basically working on the integration of Matic and Algorand at the moment for the Moonrock Invest because this isn't showing up at the moment. They basically have the new page on CMC now because they are right now running on the Ethereum chain. Now we're just waiting for the price to be actually tracked. So we are able to also list them here in our display. But let's take a quick look. So basically, first investment which I wanted to talk about is Moonrock. Not showing up here, but it will show up in the. I hope it's in the couple next days. I also hope it for Moonrock because this is quite annoying, especially for a dev team. I can tell you, they did a very nice job with the migration to Ethereum, but then again, it's very annoying if things like CMC take a very long time, right? But basically, with Moonrock, staking is coming up there. They are handling the staking via a time capsule staking, which is very nice because this is cleaning up a lot of security issues you have with staking contracts. So basically, once you are staking your funds, you will receive a capsule for the whole staking process. And you are even able to trade the capsule on the free market out there, right? So you're not bound into the staking itself. If you wanted to sell the capsule, at least that's my knowledge at the moment, if you wanted to sell the capsule, you just can just go straight away and sell the capsule, which is basically the replacement for the tokens in the staking process. So a lot of nice things there coming up from Moonrock. Looking forward for the future things to come. As you all know, oh, this is also missing the meme chain capital, because Moonrock is working as a fund of funds, you could say. So basically what Moonrock is doing, they are having some, let's say, bigger investments there, running as Moonrock itself, but then they are also setting up new tokens with new funds as well. So for example, with Meme Chain Capital, which is working for Moonrock as this meme chain investment fund, they did set up a new token, a completely new token. The fund is basically, or Moonrock is basically the, let's say, majority holder there of the token. Very nice setup there from the side of Moonrock. We have been also thinking of integrating something like this into our fund, so that our fund is basically working as this fund of funds, right? So basically, because right now we are, let's say, for example, not focused. Let me delete this really quick. We are not focused, for example, on meme tokens, right? Or let's say not focused on this trading stuff in the fund, right? Because we do not want to actively trade in the fund. Then again, swing trading could be very, very profitable, especially in crypto, because crypto is very volatile, right? You could even swing trade Bitcoin at the moment in the consolidating stage if you bring a little bit of patience there. And if you're trying to catch, let's say, the dips correctly and also the highs correctly, right? It's a bit risky, but if you bring some knowledge and some feeling for the crypto market, it is working, right? Working quite nicely. Don't take this as financial advice and start to try to swing trade Bitcoin now. This takes some knowledge there. But then again, it could be a nice possibility as well, right? To also function as this fund of funds in the future, right? So this concept of Moonrock is not bad at all. We with our fund, we have a whole different, let's say, focus here, right? We want to generate passive income, but then again, this would open up another possibility for us in the future as well. All right. So this,
Well,
yes,
sorry to interrupt you there. I just had a quick question.
yes.
In terms of swing trading, I know you don't want to actively trade the fund, but have you looked at arbitrage?
Yeah, it is highly competitive, I can tell you, arbitrage. It's very competitive. Even if you use, there are some, let's say, softwares out there which would enable you to make this arbitrage trading way easier, for example, on Ethereum. But then
Yeah.
again, since so many people are using this stuff, it's highly competitive and quite risky as well.
Well, I was thinking like arbitrage and Bitcoin, because Bitcoin is a has a movement obviously between 40 and traditionally 40 and 50,000, and then obviously when it's very weak, it's down to 29. I know that's like high risk, but in the 40 to 50 category, you don't think it's like worthwhile looking at arbitrage for like 15% gain, 20% gain. For everybody who doesn't know what arbitrage is, it's literally buying it at a cheaper rate on certain exchanges, and then you sell it on other exchanges for a higher stop loss fee. So what it means is, like I said, this is not financial advice, this is just a discussion we're having. It's like, for example, if you get it in at 46 and then on a different exchange you upload it and you sell it for 49, 49,500. And if it gets to that point, you can have an automatic trigger, which then will sell, and you set it as your limit order. It will sell at that price. But obviously, like I said, not financial advice, it's just a suggestion, and Paul can guide us on that.
Yeah, definitely, this is an option. I was looking into, because there was this guy. What is the exchange which he is starting at the moment? What was it called? I'm not entirely
PiSwap
sure.
wasn't not PiSwap, no.
No, I don't know exactly because there was this guy in the news. He was basically doing this exact thing, right? This arbitrage
Yeah.
trading. I think
Yes.
it was with an exchange in Japan and another
Yeah.
exchange. Yeah, which was like a bigger exchange, a well-known exchange. But I'm not entirely sure here on the details. But he was doing this basically the whole time, right? And he was
Yes.
making millions with it.
Yes.
So
But it's very
this
big here.
works. This works, right?
Yeah. Yeah, it's very big here. The guys have switched over from normal Bitcoin here and they started to move. They focus a lot on arbitrage because, like, for example, in South Africa, we pay a lot higher for Bitcoin anyway. Because of the movement and the timing of the exchange, what happens there and happens here. We always like sort of behind on time, and you can not to say you can actively predict it, but there is software that you can use that can then make use of that change. In terms of the heights, because for example, let's say we were sitting on Bitcoin was for quite a while sitting like 43, and then it jumped up to like 47, 48. It pushed there and kind of now back down to 40. So you make money in the difference depending if it's swinging up or swinging down. But you'd need software to be able to tell you like a predictive model of where it thinks it's going to go based on real time events, and it looks at those real time benchmarks type of thing. So once again is risky, but you make the difference in in the actual timing, or not timing. I would say in the time delay of what happens between sort of Europe and other parts of the world, America to Europe, that type of thing. So it could be quite interesting to look at.
Definitely, definitely. Because I'm already looking at this concept. That's why I was already exploring like some software. I think one software I found was out there for, especially for the Ethereum chain. You could basically arbitrage trade Ethereum tokens there, for example. This stuff works, right? This works, but you need to find a like minimal risk way to actually to do it, right? Because if it was very simple, basically anyone would be able to do it.
Exactly.
But yeah, I think it's very interesting, right? Because this is SMB said, kind of a, you could say, timing thing which is going on, and this is quite interesting. I can tell you, quite interesting. But this is, for example, an idea. If we say, all right, we want to set up, let's say, fund number 2, right, which is a actively traded fund, which could, of course, take advantage of, for example, volatility in crypto and all of that different stuff, right? Um,
Yep.
Already
Because that's where you make your money.
talking about it.
100%. That's where you make your money. A lot of the times, if you look at crypto as a whole, when it goes up, we make money. When it goes down, we start to panic. I mean, I'm saying the general market, and then people buying low, the opposite effect is the true hardcore people that know when there's blood in the streets, that's when you make your money. When it goes down, they're buying at a very low price. When it goes up, even marginally from there, 20, 30, 40, 50% from that point, that's when you really make your money, not when not to say you don't make it when there's highs. It's just that if you learn to absorb the emotion and get it out of the way, and you trade with facts and numbers, which is a very difficult thing to do for a lot of people, then you can make a lot of money. It just comes down to focus and divorce your emotions out of it, and it's hard. I mean, even I see it even when the chart goes up and down, and I'm like, oh, then I fall into a trap again, and then I have to like remind myself, no, stop thinking like that. Think the other way.
Yeah, exactly, exactly. But this is also the reason why, especially in crypto, right, whale manipulation just works for the whales. Right, this is what
Yeah,
a lot of people are scared of. But if a whale sells off, he's most likely to trigger even more sells and give himself a possibility to enter at a better price.
yeah,
So it works, right? Psychology is tricking a lot of people in crypto.
Even in stocks, even in stock market, you know that in stocks it's the same problem. We're not exempt because we're in crypto. We have the same issues and we have the same concerns. We fall into the same traps
Yeah,
as
exactly.
stock market.
Exactly. As you can see, for example, Elon Musk, I'm selling his tweets, right? They are legendary because he's basically able to set out a tweet not only for crypto, but also, for example, for the Tesla stock, right? And is influencing the market in such a hard way. So, yeah, sometimes it's good for you, sometimes it's bad, right? It's always a matter of on which side are you sitting on at the moment.
Exactly. He's made an offer for Twitter. I don't know if you saw that for $50.64, I think, a share,
Yes,
and
saw
said
that.
he won't go more than that, but he's quite happy to put like 43 billion into Dodge coin.
Yeah,
Doesn't make sense, right?
he's very basically what he's doing at the moment. It's kind of like blackmailing Twitter a little bit, right?
Pretty much. Pretty much.
So I'm very interested in how this will work, or not work out, but how this will develop in the future.
Yeah, that'll play out because the reason being also, I think, because when he started PayPal, he got fired from his own board. They outvoted him, right, on PayPal because he started it and eventually got voted out. And the board of directors were part of PayPal eventually, one of the guys was Jack Dorsey, who started Twitter. So I think he's kind of in a revenge state where he's saying, well, I'll offer you this and that's that. Because all the guys that went on to start like Reddit, Pinterest, Twitter, all that type of stuff were all originally part of the PayPal board. Funny enough. And even Snapchat.
Yeah, might be kind of a revenge trip he's driving there, right?
Yeah, hundreds.
No, but I'm looking forward how this stuff will develop in the future,
me,
right?
me too.
Because Elon
Me
Musk,
too.
he definitely has the funds, right, to do it.
Oh, he's the richest guy in the world, and
Yeah, exactly.
and he's got power and influence, and he, as you see, makes one tweet and the stock dips 20%. You know,
Yeah, it's crazy. His
it's
influence
crazy.
is
Crypto
crazy.
goes down like 20%, up 20%.
Yeah,
Unbelievable.
it's very crazy, the influence he has. But yeah, everyone needs to decide for himself if this is a good thing or a bad thing, right?
Yeah, I'll try and see if he can. I tweeted him once. I think maybe that's why my Twitter account got banned because I tweeted him. I tweeted him once. Well, not once. I say at a time. I tweeted him like 4 or 5 times saying he must check out banks. Maybe that's why my Twitter account got banned.
Might be, right?
Might be. Might be.
We will
Uh,
see, right?
exactly. Yeah.
All right. But let's get back into our fund, right? So there are two more updates I will do after the AMA. More BUSD did drip in as rewards from Evergrow and Banks itself. So for the Banks holdings you see in the fund, important side note here, this was just a team vesting the team waved on, right? So basically we have been vesting, or better, lock up the team vesting via pink sale, and then it was released like in a 5 days period, 20 days after launch. So basically this team vesting we waived on as a team. It is sitting in the fund, just helping it to compound with the BUSD rewards. I will update the BUSD. I think it's like, again, $100 additional here. We did send even more BNB into the fund itself, so we can actually take our poll next week once the AMAs are done. And yes, this from the update side. As I said before, Martek Algorand still missing in the display, Moonrock as well, so a lot of money is missing there. I think it's like roughly more than 10k in total there. Depends on the Moonrock price, or better, let's say on the prices in total. But we will see. Next investment we will take a look on is Evergrow Coin itself. As you are, or many of you are aware, EGC is also reflecting in BUSD. This is quite a, let's say, big project there. It was launched last year as well, towards the end of last year. And they are actually working on the utilities at the moment. So we will see. It's a very interesting project there from the potential side. Currently also sitting in a dip, as every single project out there. Like, let's say 95% of the projects out there are currently sitting on dips. This is just the way the market goes at the moment, but it is a very, very interesting time, especially for the fund. So right now, of course, is also the time to dollar cost average into different investments and to build up your positions, right? And also to build up the fund with various different positions out there. Because this is also something we need to talk about, right? And pump, a real pump, right? This real bull market for altcoin. This will be very, very interesting for the fund itself. You will see a huge boost in the fund. But then again, of course, you need the positions in there, right? This is the first thing you need to do right now, is the time to buy. So we will proceed to buy. But then again, Evergrow Coin, working on the utilities, looking forward for them being launched. A lot of people are looking forward to them being launched. Then we can take a look at our Moon investment. This was basically the first ICO, yes, the first ICO we took part in. Very interesting one. They are currently developing a full DEX, like a fully functional DEX. Saw the sneak peek, talking to the devs there as well a lot. So the actual DEX will be very, very nice, I can tell you. A lot of money and a lot of time is dripping into the development side there for Moon. Currently, every single Moon token we own is staked, and I can tell you we have a pretty nice wallet there for Moon. But basically, yeah, just taking advantage of the staking at the moment. Then we have SafeMoon. Most of the people know SafeMoon. I can tell you this is what I experienced from the poll we took for SafeMoon. It is either you love SafeMoon or you hate SafeMoon. Like, I have the feeling there is nothing in between, at least for SafeMoon. Then again, it's a very big project in itself already, but a lot of potential still there for SafeMoon, right? We have a lot of utilities already out, a lot of utilities to come in the future. So we will see how this develops in the future. Then we have the position BNB, right? This is working as our treasury. So basically what a treasury does is we are holding this big blue chip tokens, in which are included BNB, Bitcoin, Ethereum, Matic, and Algorand, which are working as our treasury in some point, but then as well opening us up for different investments there on these chains, right? So the next poll we take is, especially because of the suggestions we got so far, right? They are very, very, the suggestions as well are very specialized on the BSC chain, can tell you. But then again, of course, the next poll we take will be more focused about Ethereum, for example. So we get our hands on different Ethereum projects as well, right? Because this is something which we need to do. We need to diversify our risk, our asset risk, throughout different chains. So this is basically a very important part here. Yes. MB. I just opened the DM, but I can tell you because we are basically talking right now. Yes, 25th Monday. Let me see the time.
5 p.m. UTC.
5 p.m. UTC. Yes, this works.
Yeah.
So method Zoom. All right, works for me. Works for me. All right, so just dropping this in really quick. Yes. So you all know Crypto Junkies, basically the YouTube channel of Ron, which will have a pretty big boost in the future, can tell you, from the view side. So basically we have a spot on the Crypto Junkies channel, right? a spot which is very, very cost heavy if you would try to get a place there from the outside. Then again, we have a spot on Crypto Junkies, and I will have the interview on the 25th of April. Yes, of April. And then I guess this interview will be used for a Crypto Chunky series, right? So
Yeah, it's
also
going to be
looking forward to this.
televised. It's going to be televised throughout the United States. So it'll basically be recorded, and then it'll be edited, and then it'll go for airtime, and then after that it'll be onto the YouTube, because that channel is growing as well, like hectically. Just from the feedback and stuff, everyone's got, everybody seems to love the format and the hosts and everything. So it's a really big thing for us because, like you said, if you had to record something like that, I can tell you 30K just for the recording, airtime probably another 50K. So that would be $80,000 worth of advertising right there just to do that segment.
So pretty big chance there. I see. Clothing, formal suit. I like this. No, I like this. So looking forward. So you people know 25th will be an interview I hold with Crypto Junkies, and this will be then broadcasted out there to the public, which is very huge for us, can tell you. Yeah, nice news there. Looking forward to it. All right. Where did I stop? Treasury. Cross-chain investments. We need this for the risk management side, right? Pretty important part here. So basically what we want to do is we want to invest into various projects at the moment out there, and then on the side as well holding the big blue chips, as for example Ethereum, just for the risk management part and also for the treasury part. This will help the fund a lot, and this also helps the fund with the actual display here, right? So if a experienced trader, for example, or a experienced investor is looking at the fund, he says, all right, it's not only very risk heavy early projects in there, but also blue chips added, right? Which works perfectly fine for the fund itself. So this is what we are working on. Next poll will be very BSC heavy again. Then the next poll right after it will be very Ethereum heavy. And then moving forward, right, throughout the different chains there, and then rotating back and building up the positions in the fund here. So here again the call. If you know a Ethereum project, for example, which you think, hey, this fits perfectly in the fund, just keep in mind we are focused on passive income. We do not want to actively trade in the fund. So the project needs to bring some long-term potential here. If you know something on the Ethereum chain there, let us know, right? Let us know so we can basically start to build up various different positions here with the fund. Trying to also, how would you say it, catch the dip at the moment with the market sitting in a consolidating stage, which is quite nice if you are trying to build up a portfolio. Now is the time to do so. All right, so this for the existing investments at the moment. So let's talk a bit about future stuff. Already dipped a little bit into it. So we will have a poll which will start once we have every AMA with the other communities scheduled. Not in the other communities, but most likely in our community, of course. So everyone in here can ask any questions and is free to basically do some due diligence via a easy way, which is basically the easiest way is always an AMA, right? With the devs of the project we are maybe looking to invest into. So basically this is what we are doing. Trying to get our foot into the metaverse a little bit more. So there is this project called MetaRafi out there. They are building a metaverse, the MetaRafi metaverse, and basically having the property sell at the moment. And this is very, very interesting here because as you see, the giveaway we have is also focused on property. So basically I bought a couple of properties there and I'm giving away 2 of these properties more in the future, but then again 2 at the moment, tied to the raffle there. All right, so this for something which will definitely be on the poll with MetaRafi itself. There might be Rome as well on the poll, still doing some more background checks there because I'm not 100% happy with the setup of Rome itself. But then again, of course, not trying to talk like bad about it, but this is something which exactly why I want, for example, to schedule an AMA with them. So basically we can ask these questions, and if they pull out good answers there, then of course we are very comfortable with a possible whale investment there. Just keep in mind that we are doing a lot of background checks here, right? So if something doesn't add up completely to us, then we will of course ask the questions there. All right. But then again, right, they are in a very, very early stage. So basically you cannot get an earlier investment than in, for example, Rome at the moment. They are in the seed round right now. They will have the private sale afterwards, and then they will launch via a fair launch. So basically the seed round right now at the moment is basically the earliest stage you can get your hands on an investment. But then again, you also need to think of that they are working on the stuff actively, right? For example, the white paper and everything else. So a lot of stuff to do for them still. All right. We received a lot of suggestions there. Maybe you saw it in the chat. We got someone who wanted to talk a little bit with us about a future investment. He made a suggestion here, a holder of banks. Sadly, he wasn't able to catch the AMA today, but we have a lot of stuff. So most likely on the poll will be many different projects. Looking forward, because trying to get some more dev teams for next week for an AMA with us, which would be very, very interesting. All right. Here's the giveaway. Just a reminder. Yes, it's basically a very, very, very nice giveaway. Running until tomorrow, 20 UTC. So still some time to go there. Basically every single minimum buy of 0.2 BNB is qualified. And then we will have the random raffle going on. Very bright and colorful. Yes, yes, definitely. It catches the eye, right? Also planning to make a Reddit round, I guess with the poster as well, because this is very eye-catchy. I like the looks of it, right? And I like it that we have permission of MetaRafi itself to actually use the logo and everything. So looking forward to it. Okay. Do we have at the moment questions about the fund, ongoing investments, something which isn't adding up for yourself, or a suggestion? Yes, Chris, just hop into your next meeting. Thank you for participating. If you have a suggestion which you have DM'd to me and I didn't take a look yet, now's also the time to just drop me a reminder, just as Harish did with the airdrop, because I wasn't able. Right? This is a little bit embarrassing right now because I just simply forgot about it. But let's see in the future, not in the future, right after the AMA. And after having finished dinner and everything, I will sit on all the stuff which is still open to do. But another round Reddit posts going out. So SMB usually says, because he always says I'm very conservative in asking, if I drop them in, jump on them. Comment, upvote. Same goes for Twitter posts, right? because this is basically creating free exposure for us, right? So very, very interesting there as well for us. All right.
Paul, I've just dropped Arisha's wallet in your DM.
Yeah,
So you've
perfect,
got it at
perfect.
hand.
Now I got it on my list
Okay.
because the bad thing about this, I have the list already finished, right? But I didn't actually do the.
100%. Listen, I know how it goes because sometimes even I get like 30 things to do and you just try your very best to get through as many as possible.
Yes,
Sometimes it's not always
exactly.
possible. Yeah, I
Yeah,
can tell
then
you
this.
I've had a hell of a. Mm-hmm.
No, just go,
I was saying,
just go.
I was saying I had a hell of this last week with the internet where I am. I've been going to coffee shops again for the last week just to get internet to function. It's insane, and this is like at a different different place where I am at the moment. I'm not staying in my house. I'm staying in a different house, and I tell you what, it's crazy. I was like, very obviously I can't control it because there's governments and power outages and stuff, so it screws up the base stations. And yeah, and then the internet goes down, and then the guys take about a week to fix the stuff, and then I have to go from one area to another just to get work done. So trust me, I feel your pain. I feel your pain. It's bad.
Yeah, it's very bad. That the worst thing about this, right? You have like your day scheduled out, but then different stuff drops in. Hey, for example, need a call here with the dev or something else, or need some feedback here, right? How does this look to you? So this is basically just interrupting your like whole schedule, and then you try to mess up the things, right? Because then you actually don't remember what you have actually planned for the day.
You sound like you're describing my schedule, man.
I think it's kind of similar, right?
Yeah, I'm happy that I'm not the only one going through that.
No, believe me, not the only one. I guess we all can
Nah,
sing a song about it.
yeah, exactly, man. Yeah, no, I know that's what those interruptions are hectic because they just throw you sideways, and then when you get back to getting to do what you meant to do, you're like, oh, where was I now? And been there, done that.
Yeah, definitely. All right, now then I will proceed. Will finish my dinner, which I interrupted. Then I will update the actual fund display, as I said before, with the BUSD rewards and also the BNBs there. And then I will work on the airdrop and the Reddit posts, right? So some more stuff coming today. Jump on it, dedicate some time to it. It helps tremendously, especially Reddit posts, right? And otherwise, I would say, because I can see another question here for today, we will hear each other again tomorrow. So for tomorrow, as you all know, just the open VC. So basically nothing strictly planned, which we need to go through for tomorrow. Just basically sitting there, taking suggestions, discussions, and all of the different stuff, right? So I guess we will hear each other again tomorrow. Looking forward. And then let's
Thanks,
finish
Paul.
some work for today.
Yeah, guys, please jump on the Reddits and the Twitter. Please, please, please. It helps us. Remember, when you're in the red market, we did an all-time high. So you know what? We're in a very good position right now to push the marketing. So let's try as best as possible. I know Paul's, like you said, conservative, but I have to have my little 2 cents and chuck in there. Please, guys, marketing is the backbone of the community. And if we all chip in and we all do our little part, we might see some fireworks happening.
Exactly. Could be very interesting here, right? So SMB said, jump on it.
Yes. Please jump on it.
Go for it,
Like,
people.
upvote, comment.
All right.
Subscribe to the YouTube channel.
Yes, exactly right. All right, now then I will finish everything up, and we will hear each other again then tomorrow, and then again for today. Have a nice rest of the day, evening, Connor. finish your work and get into your weekend in a few hours, and we will hear each other again tomorrow, guys. All right. See ya all.
Thanks, Paul.
Thank you,
Paul.
MB.
Thanks, everybody.
Thank you, MB, for jumping
you.
in. And thank you, Harish, for the reminder. It was a very important one.
Pleasure.
All
Thank
right.
you, guys.
Bye-bye, people.
Bye, everybody.